Yo, what's happening? Houston, this is the place to be, and I am DMC in the place to be with my man Brad Gilmore and the one and only, the champ, the man Booker T. So let's get it poppin'.
Live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. Join the six-time world heavyweight champion, two-time WWE Hall of Famer, and WWE NXT announcer, Booker T. Booker T. Alongside his right-hand man, the Boat, Brad Gilmore. It's time to get your champagne wishes and caviar dreams. Welcome inside the Hall of Fame. Now, can you dig that?
Oh, yeah. Welcome inside the Hall of Fame. I'm Booker T, six-time world champ, two-time Hall of Famer. Got my man Brad Gilmore here, as always. We ready to do this thing. I know you miss me. But I'm good, guys. First of all, I want to thank everybody for all the support, man. All the well wishes, telling me to get well and get back on track and get back. And look, I'm going to get back as soon as I can. I'm going to take a couple of weeks off, but rest assured I will be back live and in living color, baby, doing it like it's supposed to be done. But I'm going to take these days off and relax, dog. I'm relaxing. I want to let everybody know right now, I'm medicated, all right? Just in case I say anything, Brad, have your finger ready, man, because I can say anything today. That's all prescription, though, man. That's all prescription. The doctor said I got to do this every 4 hours thing. But how you feel, man? How you feel, Doc?
I'm doing good, Buck. I've had a good day. I had a little commercial to shoot earlier today, so I've had a productive day. But yeah, let's throw it back to you, though, man, because I think a lot of people were waiting to hear from you today about a variety of subjects. But one was you put a thing out, for people who don't know, on Saturday, or on Sunday, rather, whenever it was, that you wouldn't be at NXT because you had a medical procedure. So you've already answered the question, but just for the record, you're all good? Everything's straight? Like, we're okay?
Yeah, I had a medical procedure. And the thing is, I don't like putting my business out there and stuff. I mean, if I was dying, I'll let you guys know, okay? But I ain't died, I ain't dead yet. It ain't done like that or anything. But it is something that's gonna keep me down for a couple of weeks. And that's the thing with me, man. I'm antsy. I don't like being down. I'm always like being on the go, working out. That's been my my thing, for forever, is being able to get up in the morning, get in the gym and train. Before I go to bed at night, get in the gym and train. And this last month or so, I haven't been able to do that. But right now, I'm on my way back to getting to that point. Like I said, I feel good. I'm sore as hell. I feel like I know what it feels like to be a fish. You know what I mean? When they cut you. You know what I'm saying? But I feel good, man. The only thing I hate, I miss Vengeance Day because the action, man, was action-packed. And I was sitting there listening to it. It just didn't have the same feel. Damn it. And I was like, man, Wade didn't have enough rhythm, especially to his cadence. But we'll talk about that later. But as far as the show go, awesome show.
Show was great. Yeah, we have to dive into the Wade. Wade Barrett. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Wade just because Wade's actually a really good commentator. Like he's really good, and his voice, his intensity, the stories that he paints. Like, I don't think people actually talk about him enough in that role. However, there are some things that he should just not do, especially in front of a sold-out arena. In front of 10,000 people.
10,000 people.
And millions watching from home. There are certain things he should not do.
I give him a lot of credit stepping in my spot, taking over for me next couple of weeks, NXT. I don't know who's going to be stepping into that spot, but good luck. But I can't wait to get back. That's all I can say.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to talk about that. It's great. We were all worried. We're glad that everything's straight. Everything's good. You're good to go because we have a big show going on this Saturday in the Walker Texas Lawyer Arena.
Blitz. Super Bowl weekend, y'all. Blitz. Make sure you get up. I think we got a few tickets left, guys. Make sure you go to realitywrestling.com. Do it now. But because my man is coming back home, Duke Hudson, who started right there at Reality of Wrestling some years back, and I look at him now, what he's doing in NXT and how he's grown over these past, years. And then to pay it forward, man, and come back and work with some of the young guys at Reality of Wrestling. That's the coolest thing about my training facility. Having guys like the Usos come back and do their thing, one night only. Roxanne Perez, one night only. We got to get Athena back, one night only. We got so many of them that's left the nest and now can come back and be able to give back. That's what I think I created Reality Wrestling from the beginning, was to be able to give young guys a springboard. If they can make it, just like myself, I can only, we had Black Bart at Reality Wrestling, right? And that's something I always wanted to do. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I can't wait to be able to pay homage, to Black Bart. So this thing is really a full circle. But yeah, man, it's just awesome. Seriously.
No, it's incredible. It's incredible that we're going to get to see Duke Hudson. The thing about Duke hasn't been back to Reality Wrestling since we were over there running shows on Diana Lane.
Yeah. Clear Lake Rec Center.
Clear Lake Rec Center. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So he's going to come back and be like, what in the world? What's been going on here? It looks great.
Oh man, and my man, my tech man, my right hand, my director, producer. I don't know how many titles Kevin got.
Kevin's got. He's aware of many hats.
He just sent me a photo, man. He just hooked the speaker system up, and I sent him 4 to put up, but he put 6 up. So it's gonna be banging in there come Saturday night, guys. Everybody's gonna have that feel when they walk out of that curtain, like they are truly a star. And you know what? I always say, if you could walk out on that stage of Reality of Wrestling, you could walk out on that stage anywhere in the world. And I want to give shout out to Will Allday, because he did an interview over the weekend, and he was talking about Reality of Wrestling, and what you get at Reality of Wrestling, you cannot get anywhere else across the Gulf Coast and perhaps around the country. So big ups to my Reality of Wrestling's heavyweight champion, Will Allday. Oh yeah, man! Will gonna be in NXT one day, and I'm gonna be saying that. I can feel it.
Well, hey, man, no one's rooting for it more than me.
I'm going to make it come to fruition. I can feel it in my bones.
And these old bones. I want to look, we're obviously going to be talking about The Rock and Cody and Roman and Vengeance Day, all that stuff. If you have a question about that specifically, put it in the super chat right now, because we want to be able to answer any and all questions you have regarding WrestleMania 40 coming up in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the city of brotherly love. And I wanted to address
don't just talk about WrestleMania 40. You got to talk about the controversy that's going on right now.
Well, of course, there's controversy.
You got to mention that, because you want to hook the people and let them know we're gonna be talking about it. And we got to talk about that, man. But
we're not gonna pull any punches. But I do want to do 2 things real quick. Again, Row Blitz this Saturday. Duke Hudson back in action. But also, it'd be remiss if we didn't bring up, Carl Weathers, who left us over this last week. Somebody who, for me, influential. I mean, it doesn't even begin to describe him and what he did in cinema, what he did for Apollo, Creed and the Rocky series, and how near and dear those movies are to everybody. He was in Happy Gilmore, which is a movie that literally is brought up to me maybe every week, if not every day. Somebody calls me Happy Gilmore. So, I mean, for you, Carl Weathers, what came to mind?
I mean, of course, the Rocky movie, but the Predator for me was the staple, the stamp as far as him really going out there. Yeah, he had a hell of a role in that movie. And one scene where he goes off and go chase the Predator, and I'm like, what the hell is he thinking? He got two Two guns to go kill him, but that's Carl Weathers, man. He was definitely one of those guys that he was an icon. He was a hero for me coming up because that Rocky movie, the first one came out what 78.
Yeah, I believe 78 or 79. One of the two.
I was a kid, man. I was a kid. You know what I mean? So he was
76.
76. You see what I'm saying? So I was a kid, man. Watching that dude go around and do the stuff that he was doing, playing the roles that he was playing in Hollywood, the way he was in that era. Oh man, he was a hero. Seriously. So for Carl Weathers, man, that's one of those days where you say, man, God bless, man. You know, hell of a man.
Hell of a man. And they always was the joke. It was when is Carl Weathers going to run for governor? Because in the Predator movie, you had Carl, Arnold, and Jesse. And Arnold and Jesse went on to be governor. And everyone's like, when's Carl Weathers going to be governor? He needs his turn, But now, rest in peace again. Those Rocky films for me are the ones that stand out. And again, while we got to get old, while we got to get old, Apollo, just keep on punching, Stallion.
Too bad we got to get old, Stallion.
Too bad we got to get old.
Too bad we got to get old, Stallion.
Keep punching, Apollo.
Hey, man, we got to take a quick break, guys. Stick around. You are inside the Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a minute. Can you dig it, sucker? And this episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, let's talk about it. Let's talk about sex. Hey, you remember when you was always ready to go? I'm talking about strapping the rocket on it, man. Going straight to the moon. I'm talking about getting it done. If you want that extra confidence, I got something for you. Listen up. Blue Chew.com. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, Levitra, but in a chewable tablet at the fraction of the cost.
But the great thing, Book, is you can take it any time, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. You sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days.
The best part, guys, it's all done online on the internet. So there's no doctor's visit, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at a pharmacy or any of that.
And the thing is, Book, Blue Chew's tablets, they're made right here in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package, so no one is the wiser.
Let's just get it out there, guys. Blue Chew wants to help you have better sex. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. It's like this. Chew it and do it. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew absolutely free when you use promo code Booker at your checkout. Just pay $5 for shipping, man. That's BlueChew.com. Use promo code Booker to receive your first month absolutely free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And, we want to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the Hall of Fame podcast. Chew it and do it. Welcome back inside the Hall of Fame, guys. Yeah, perfect timing on that one right there. I like this. I mean, that was like DJ-esque, I liked it, man. You've been working on your game. You're up in your game over there.
There you go, man.
I like it. But I don't know, man. Where you want to start, man?
Well,
So it's a lot going on out there. There's a lot I want to talk about. There's some stuff I might need to get off my chest. But we ain't got to do it right now. What do you want to talk about?
Well, look, this is the top story, I think, coming out of SmackDown on Friday. The people are asking about it already. And you know what? This show is all about who, Booker? It's all about
the people.
It's all about the people. So there's a super chat that's sent in, and I know everyone wants to talk about this. Let's get into the controversy coming out of SmackDown. This comes from John, JID 999, who says WWE is sacrificing bringing back lapsed fans to watch one night of WrestleMania. Those lapsed fans won't stick around after to follow the weekly/television pay-per-view events, and a portion of diehard fans will go away again. He is referring, of course, to The Rock and Roman Reigns. It looks like they're going to be main eventing as things stand now, as we think it might be announced officially later on this week. They're going to be main eventing WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia. It looked like Cody Rhodes was going to go out there and finish his story. He had a face-to-face with Roman on SmackDown where he said, I still want to face you. I still want to beat you for your title, just not at WrestleMania. And then everybody was like, wait, what? What are you doing this for? What's going on? Then he's like, but I talked to somebody who thought this was a good idea, and he knows you very well. You know him very well.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
I'm just recapping for the people.
Yeah.
So The Rock comes out there. He and Cody stare at each other. Cody has a strange look on his face and then exits the ring, and it's a one-on-one stare down between The Rock and Roman Reigns. Now, mind you, this is a match, this being Rock and Roman, that people have talked about for years. I think we've talked about it every time WrestleMania rolls around. Is this the year they're going to do it? Who's the real head of the table? Cousin versus cousin. Rock versus Roman. Is this the year? You and I talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Would this be the match to go to when The Rock did that promo on Raw? But the internet and a lot of the fan base seems to be questioning this call, this seeming call that we're looking at right now. They're questioning it. They're not happy. They're not happy, Book. I mean, the internet's not happy. I can tell you, I haven't looked at our live chat right now, but I'm sure it's filled with, why is The Rock got to come back? And we want Cody and stuff like this. So I ask you, what are your feelings, thoughts, and opinions on if it stays the course as it is, The Rock versus Roman? Because I have a theory of why this came up, why they're doing this, if this is where they stick to. But I mean, I don't know. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, you know me, I'm not about booking the show or anything, but I must, I got to talk about it because I said that if The Rock came back, how could you not do it? So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I don't know it. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just tell you exactly the way I feel and the way I think things went down to perhaps, while we get to where we are right now. Or let me just go back. I feel like the timing is off. Okay. That I feel like the match, Roman Rock, that's something that the people, damn it, they're going to want to see it when they see it. All right. But the timing is off because Cody won the Royal Rumble. So you don't get a chance to call your shot and then say, here, I'm going to give my shot. That's hard for anybody, I mean, a layperson to swallow. It's almost like saying, hey, I got a lottery ticket and I'm going to give it to someone. So so I'm not gonna book the match or anything like that. But I do feel like the match with Roman Rock can still happen, but maybe something else may have to happen as well, because you do not want to go into WrestleMania with the fans feeling a certain way about a match before it ever happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me. That's just me. I could be wrong about that. If Cody wouldn't have won the Royal Rumble, we might be talking. It might be a totally different story. The fans may even feel a totally different way. Will they be pissed off Cody didn't win the Royal Rumble? Probably, probably. But I think doing it this way, it almost like put yourself in a corner. But one thing I've always, had the faith in is WWE trying to figure its way out of that corner and make the fans go, man, damn it, God, So I'm thinking like that as well. Right now, it may look like we're in a little pickle. Okay. But I think at the end of the day, I think it could really be corrected and make the fans get even more, out of their money. Seriously.
So I agree with everything you just said. I mean, to a T. I will say I have faith that this ship is going to be corrected. Look, we've seen this happen before, right? And the one thing that WWE is really good at, especially lately, is having their finger on the pulse of what the fans want, right? I mean, look, you go to LA Knight as a recent example. I mean, even Cody winning the Rumble this year and the year before, when, a lot of people are like, oh, they got to give it to Punk, this year. No, they gave it to Cody. So, I mean, they're very in tune with what people want. And I still feel like something's going to happen at WrestleMania where Cody's walking in to Monday Night Raw with the title that everyone wants him to have. That's what I think is going to happen. I think there's a variety of ways you can get there. But let's look at this book, because this is why I think this match is happening. There's all these rumors out here that this was part of Rock's contract coming in. This was the plan all along since the first of the year. I call BS to all of that, okay? And this is why. It is obvious what the plan was going to be. It was obvious you were going to see CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. They were building up to it since Punk came back at Survivor Series. I mean, it was the match that made the most sense. When CM Punk comes back as a returning babyface and says, I have one mission and one mission only, is to main event WrestleMania, it's happening. You're not going to put that on television without it happening. So I think that they were going Seth and CM Punk no matter what, okay? When Cody wins the Rumble, who does he point at, Book? He doesn't point at Seth. He points at Roman. And then the news comes down that Monday, Punk's out, down for 6 months. So if I'm looking at WrestleMania, that's a major star that I was going to count on having on the card to main event night one, to bring in the eyeballs, to bring in the attention, to bring in the seat, whatever, right? That's a mainstream star where everybody knows CM Punk, and him and Seth make sense for the world title in the main event. Then, you know, you're hearing things about other big names that could potentially be on the card or were on the card or now off the card. You know, big names like they talk about, you know, Stone Cold. They talk about Brock. They talk about all these people. Not on the card this year. Okay. So then if I have those stars taken away from me and I still need to have 2 nights of WrestleMania with big marquee matches, who's my next biggest star? That's Cody and Roman. So if I put them both in the same match on the same night, I really only have one spectacle main event over 2 nights of WrestleMania. So what do? You go to Rock, you pull Rock Roman, you put Seth and Cody on night 1, you put Roman and Rock on night 2, and there you have 2 big marquee matches that you can promote your card with. Am I saying that it's what I would do? No. I think this is the time where you punch the ticket and Cody beats Roman Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania. Do I think that could still happen? I do. I think that we might still see it because I have faith in what WWE has done lately. Because there was a time to where I wouldn't have that faith. Because you remember when Batista came back, Batista wins the Royal Rumble. Nobody wanted to see it. No one. Yeah. They booed him out of the building. They go in, Daniel Bryan wins, what have you. Fast forward a couple years, Roman wins the Royal Rumble. If actually I remember, it was in Philadelphia, and The Rock came out to raise his hand, and they booed everybody in that ring that night. They did not want to see it. But that was a company of a decade ago. You know what I mean? That was a company of a decade ago. So I really think, man, they're gonna do this the right way. But I see if they don't, I see why they made the match. I see why they did it.
Hey, man. Like I said, it's a match that you can't let pass by. If The Rock can do it now, you know, let's get him in there. I don't know if it's all because of the changes and whatnot, because I'm not privy to that information. I'm not looking for that information as well. But I do feel like the fans, at the end of the day, their voices, a lot of times they have to be heard. Especially going into a situation like this, which is WrestleMania, the biggest event of the year, and we don't want any hiccups. We don't want any mishaps going into WrestleMania. That's just me speaking as a promoter, you know. But I do feel like it could be fixed. It could be rectified. We can find some common ground and get there. But guys, you're in the Hall of Fame. Stick around, man. We'll be back in a minute. What's up, y'all? It's your man, Booker T, 6-time world champion, 2-time Hall of Famer, and I'm here with my main man, Brad Gilmore, on the Hall of Fame podcast. And today we're talking about something that's been a game changer for us, and that's HelloFresh.
That's right, Booker. Whether you're looking to save money, eat better, or stress less in the new year, HelloFresh has got you covered. We're talking about farm-fresh ingredients, chef-crafted recipes, and the best part, it's all delivered right to your doorstep.
You know, Brad, I used to stress about meal planning, especially with my busy schedule. But with HelloFresh, man, I'm whipping up quick, tasty meals in no time. And my favorite has got to be their 15-minute recipes. Man, who knew I could cook a gourmet meal that fast?
Absolutely, Book. But let's talk about variety. HelloFresh has over 45 dinner options each week. So that's right. There's going to be no more recipe boredom. Plus, they've got calorie smart and protein smart options, perfect for keeping those New Year's resolutions in check.
And you know, Brad, as a family man, I'm sitting down for dinner with my crew, and it's important. HelloFresh quick and easy meals have made that reality. Even on the busiest nights, it's just convenient. It's bringing the family together.
And don't forget, breakfast fans, HelloFresh is hooking you up, the listeners of the Hall of Fame podcast, with free breakfast for life. That's right, a free breakfast item with every delivery. Now, that's a sweet deal to wake up to.
Y'all heard it here first. Go to HelloFresh.com/BookerFree and use the code, man, BookerFree, to get your free breakfast for life. Remember, one breakfast item per box while your subscription is active. Oh, yeah, man.
That's HelloFresh.com/BookerFree with the code BookerFree. Don't miss out on America's #1 meal kit.
Join us in making cooking fun, easy, and absolutely delicioso. It's HelloFresh. You got it. Oh, yeah. Can you dig it, sucker?
It's time to get your champagne wishes and caviar dreams. Welcome inside the Hall of Fame. Now, can you dig this?
Boom. Welcome back inside the Hall of Fame. Hey, man, we got any more super chats?
Do we? This is all the people want to talk about. So let me read a couple of them, and then we can react. Okay.
All right, let's go.
This is from
Super chat.
Beyond the Script podcast. Says Booker 5 times, baby.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel Tripp should address the live crowd so we don't have a yes movement again. I suggest Rock versus Roman, then Roman versus Cody. I mean, that could be the thing. I think that they might want a yes movement. Actually, if you want me to be honest with you.
Oh, man. It's hard to say, man. It's hard to say. I mean, as far as addressing the issue, I think it's going to have to be addressed in some way, whether it's on the show or not, that we've been doing these press scrums and everything now. Everybody's insider now. You know what I mean? Got another.
Well, I mean, there's a big press conference on Thursday for WrestleMania in Vegas. So
exactly. You know what I mean? So I'm sure the question's going to come up as far as, why are we doing this? And I'm sure we're going to get an answer real soon from Hunter on why they're doing it. And the thing is, at the end of the day, guys, it's wrestling. So don't believe, everything you hear.
ever.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
This one comes from Super Friday. Cody won the Rumble, but he should have challenged Seth instead of letting everyone know he wants Roman. Now everyone will boo Roman versus Rock match because they feel bad for Cody. That seems to be what's going on. I do know they put the segment up from SmackDown on the YouTube, on WWE's YouTube channel. It has 100,000 likes and 1 million dislikes. It's the most disliked video, I think, in the history of their YouTube channel.
Look here, man. Cody won, and people want to see that. I don't think people wanted to see Cody challenge Seth Rollins because that's not the story.
It's not the story.
People want to see the story completed. I could be wrong, but I think a lot of people are really invested in Cody Rhodes right now. And I was listening to Dallas Page, and he was saying, there couldn't be a better representative for WWE right now than Cody Rhodes. Roman Reigns has done a hell of a job, man. He's done a hell of a job. He's been, WWE's Larry Holmes, as far as holding on to that title.
Facts.
So my thing is, if he's going to drop it, the guy that's going to be here putting the work in, it's going to be Cody. It's not going to be Rock. Everybody know that. Rock is not getting ready to go back on the road. He's not going to get back out there bumping. That's not going to happen. You know what I mean? So what that angle actually, you might feel a certain way going into it. And then the fans, may react going into it. And I just don't think that's something that like I said, I don't know what's going to happen, but I think WrestleMania night, the fans are going to get exactly their money's worth. And they're gonna
so too.
And they're going to love every bit of it. And like I said, I just don't want to write the show or anything like that, but I understand exactly where everybody's coming from and everybody's frustration. I get it. just because this Cody Rhodes thing, so many people have been invested, and that's what I love about the business. When you get the fans can emotionally connect, emotionally get on board with a story, like Cody has done and created, around completing Dusty's dream of holding the world heavyweight champion, a championship that he only got a chance to hold for a few minutes before they took it away from him. Come on, man.
Such a great story, man.
Great story.
I'm telling you, Book, though. I'm just telling you, like, I feel that at the end of WrestleMania 40, Cody's going to be the champion. I just feel it. I feel it in my bones, man.
Yeah. Like I say, I understand everybody's frustration on that.
I do too.
100%. 100%.
This was another one here on this subject, so we might as well continue. Gene Dawkins, voice actor, says when Rock comes out, he usually gets a positive reaction, so fans don't actually hate him. If the Undertaker challenged Roman, would fans be upset too? Well, if you listen to the pop live on TV, I mean, what we saw in the arena didn't reflect what we saw on the internet. Right. I mean, it was like a tale of two cities because the pop was massive for The Rock. Rock actually got that double big pop where the music hits and you get the pop, and then you get the second pop when you walk through the curtain. So I mean, they weren't upset in the arena.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You gotta feel this.
No, I hear you. It's a weird situation. I get it.
No. Let me tell you about this. Let me tell you right now. Would this have happened 15 years ago? 10 years ago? No. Because The Rock, man, mainstream, everybody loved him from the wrestling. And then he's crossed over to be the movie star and whatnot. But one thing we must understand is the fans have changed over the years. Okay. I mean, the fans have changed just like the wrestlers have changed. It's definitely evolved, and it's totally different than when The Rock was doing it. But does The Rock still have his hand on the pulse of professional wrestling and what's going on with it? And can he go out there and compete still? Yes, of course he can. Does he still look the part? Yes, of course. Is he still a megastar? Yes, of course he is. But there again, you still may have that contingency over here that might say, man, why this guy coming back taking food off somebody's table? That's the way a lot of them look at it.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I get it. Now, the one part where I will disagree with you, if this would have happened at, like, say, WrestleMania 30, which was 10 years ago when Daniel Bryan had his big moment in the sun, I do think they would have booed The Rock. I do.
Well, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that actual date.
You're talking about the changing of the fans and what
exactly.
they're.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that actual WrestleMania going against. No, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about the era of Rock's popularity in professional wrestling, walking out in front of that WWE audience. That's what I'm talking about.
I will say that I think that what you said at the beginning of the last segment is the most accurate description of what's going on. It's just all of a timing thing.
I really believe that.
Because last year, WrestleMania LA, everybody was talking about, well, yeah, Cody versus Roman's a big match, but the bigger match would be Rock versus Roman. I mean, that's literally what everyone's saying last year. Everybody said it. Like, oh, it's cool, but Rock Roman though in LA, like, this is Hollywood Rock. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then now this year it's like, well, I mean, yeah. And the thing is, though, it's not like people are saying we don't want to see that match. It's we don't want to see it right now. Well, we want to see Cody right now.
Just think about it, man. After Cody won the Rumble, he called his shot, and the story is on track. That's like watching a movie, and next thing you know, the tape break, and it comes back, and it's a whole different scene. You like, damn it, I want to go. I don't know. It makes you feel a certain way. And I think that's what a lot of people right now feeling after Cody won the Royal Rumble. I think that's the timing of it right there. So, but like I said, I really feel like they can get back on track and really make this thing right. Because this show here, the Hall of Fame, It's all about the people.
It's all about the people.
And I say sometimes you got to get a people what they want.
I agree. Now, there's about another probably 10 super chats on this subject. So let me just read a few of them here and we'll kind of react after I read a couple. NKS432, it's just poorly done. It looks like the big, powerful movie star exec came back and took the earned spot from the deserving guy. That's what you were just saying a second ago, Book. What it looks like. Better build up was needed. This one comes from the same guy who says also what is looking bad is that The Rock and WWE being overly positive about this thing being the best thing since sliced bread. The Rock editing tweets and all. The Rock called this the reaction of the people undeniable. Now, you could take that one of two ways, right? You can take it one of two ways. And it is a wild thing that we're talking about that I never thought in 2024, the year of our Lord, that we were going to be talking about a negative reaction to The Rock wrestling again. It's just a crazy, but like you said, it's all about timing. Now, here's an interesting question before we go to break. Super Friday says, do you think WWE should do more with Cody to increase his star power?
I really don't think you need to do anything to increase the star power. I think Cody's in prime position to be the star, to be the guy in WWE right now carrying the championship. I really believe that. I don't think there's anything you can do to enhance his his star power any more than it is right now by doing something, from putting more money behind him. I just don't think that's it. The people are behind Cody Rhodes right now. The people want to see Cody. That's why this uproar of the negatives versus the positives, as far as the thing goes, is so vast because so many people are invested in Cody Rhodes in the story. I could be wrong, but the numbers don't lie. Stick around, guys. You're in the Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a minute. Can you dig it, sucker? And this episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, let's talk about it. Let's talk about sex. Hey, you remember when you was always ready to go? I'm talking about strapping the rocket on it, man. Going straight to the moon. I'm talking about getting it done. If you want that extra confidence, I got something for you. Listen up. BlueChew.com. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, Levitra, but in a chewable tablet at the fraction of the cost.
But the great thing, Book, is you can take it any time, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. You sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days.
The best part, guys, it's all done online on the internet. So there's no doctor's visit, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at a pharmacy or any of that.
And the thing is, Book, Blue Chew's tablets, they're made right here in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package, so no one is the wiser.
Let's just get it out there, guys. Blue Chew wants to help you have better sex. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. It's like this. Chew it and do it. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew absolutely free when you use promo code Booker at your checkout. Just pay $5 for shipping, man. That's BlueChew.com. Use promo code Booker to receive your first month absolutely free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And, we want to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the Hall of Fame podcast. Chew it and do it. Boom. Welcome back inside the Hall of Fame, guys. We bringing it to you live from ESPN 975-925 podcast. We doing it all, man. Me and my main man, Brad Gilmore. But how many more super chats we got, man? How many more?
So many.
Got more let's keep it rolling, man.
Okay. This one's an easy one. This is from Hyper King Sonic Johnson, who says, hi, King Booker.
What's going on? You see? I'm a little skinny. I'm on the skinny side,
Oh yeah, you look just like shriveled up, Book. You look like look so weak. Gene Dawkins, voice actor, says, what would you say a cutoff age is for someone considering pursuing a career in pro wrestling, especially if they're not an athlete?
I tell you, man, it's hard to tell a man, he can't do it. Really, it really is. It's hard to judge a book by its cover. But that number probably would be, between 35 and 40, to be honest. And I say that because I remember when the boogeyman, good friend of mine, Marty Wright, he was on Tough Enough. And and they asked him, how old are you? And he goes, 30, and he goes, they go, no, how old are you really? He goes, 30. No, they go, no, seriously, what's on your birth certificate? He goes, 30. And he wasn't going to back up off that 30. And then they found out he was 40. And it's like, look, man, you're a little too old, to be, bumping around. It was almost a liability from a perspective, I guess, in their minds. And when you get that age, you are more vulnerable to getting hurt and being more injury prone because it's rough, it's grueling. Marty figured it out doing the boogeyman at 40. He made it. So I cannot tell you not to try. So if it's a dream, if it's something that you aspire to do, and don't want to look back one day saying, man, I wish I would have tried, do it, bro. Do it.
Hey, man, do it. Chew it and do it.
Yeah.
JT says the reason why they didn't get angry in the arena is because a legend showed up unexpected, but that doesn't change Cody winning the Rumble. And then it goes on. Another super chat from Omega Studios says WrestleMania 40 card, Gunther versus Braun, Rollins versus Drew, Cody versus Reigns. And then it says Rock prevents Roman's cheat, push Rock versus Roman to WrestleMania 41.
See, I'm telling you right now, I like this guy's thinking. Who's that again? Put that up there.
This is Omega Studios.
See, stuff like this right here, I can buy. You know what I mean? Because we're thinking outside of the box. Especially Gunther, Braun. We're thinking about trying.
That.
And what I like about it is, this is a great time to really be able to put the rocket on someone and really be able to make a star. And the reason I say that is because I think, I could be wrong there again, I really think WrestleMania is going to sell whether The Rock is on the card or not. I really do. I really think.
I think it's going to sell. I think it's more about giving people their money's worth.
I think they would definitely get their money's worth if they really gave the opportunity to where the fans really want to see the opportunities go, which is to like someone like a Braun Breaker. There again, I don't know. I don't know, but I try to keep my hand on the pulse of what going on with the wrestling business through NXT and trying to feel what the crowd is digging. It's just like I watched Trick Williams, at Vengeance Day, and I go, man, this kid's a star, man. He is such a star. Going out there and performing at that level only, a few matches into the game, you know what I mean? And there's so many stars that are looking to become superstars right now, and we got an opportunity.
Yes, we do. We have an opportunity. I mean, look, Braun is well on his way, and we have a lot. Man, we have so much more to talk about. So let me get through these a couple other Rock and Cody things. A flock of morons says you buried Cody or Seth by just having the match happen. Either Cody beats Seth for a fourth time straight, telling you Seth is nothing, or you take another Mania title win away from Cody. Nonsensical booking. I'm telling you, I
mean, like, when you got guys like this right here, who's that again? Put him up there again.
Give him a shout out. Flock of morons.
Flock of warriors. I like that. You got guys like that out there. They're smart. They're astute. They've been watching this stuff. They've been, staying abreast of what's going on. Yeah, you got to try to throw them a curveball sometimes. You got to try to, figure them out opposed to just throwing something out there. They're not going to buy it. So I agree with the flock of morons 100%.
Somebody, I got to clip that out. Just next time, like you're agreeing with the internet, I just got to have you say, and I agree with the flock of morons. Just the best. The Dark Knight says this Rock thing is starting to give me Hogan vibes.
Now, you see that's what we don't want to get. We don't want to get there. We don't want to get to the point to where we start hating on The Rock because of, a situation that have, arise and, he has an opportunity to go out and, do this dream match with him and Roman. That's not what we want to go. We don't want to get into this tribalism, fans, hating because of, No, I don't even really think we need to get there. Especially having a Rock Hogan, a Hogan vibe, in the building at all. I mean, I'm just saying, if you got a negative opinion towards Hogan.
Hogan. Well, I think it's more so a reference to his politicking
No,
backstage.
I'm just saying. That's why I just had to throw that in there. If you got a negative opinion.
Okay, and last one that I see on here about this, is I will say this has pushed Cody's popularity major. Either have him win and then Priest cash in so Cody is free for SummerSlam, or unify at SummerSlam. I hear a lot about that unifying stuff, but that's where we got into this. We got into this whole thing before from the unification, right? This is why we're here.
Yeah.
This is why we're here.
No, Cody's popularity, man. I think his star power is at his all-time high, and I think just Cody coming out to the ring and performing, Cody doing what he does, behind the scenes, off camera. He's definitely the guy that's prepared, and that's what I talk about all the time. Company got to be able to trust you. I'm talking about 24/7. 365 days a year. If it was anybody that I was going to give the keys to drive, it would be Cody Rhodes. And that's if Roman's not able to drive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, again, they have a press conference on Thursday. We'll be going live, with our regular Hall of Fame on YouTube on Thursday. So we'll maybe have some answers exactly what's going to happen. We could be we could all be talking about something that might change by Thursday. I mean, it might change tonight. We don't know what the hell is going to happen.
Yeah.
We don't have any insider information.
That's why I try. That's why I try not to book the show. Just because I'm still a fan.
Just want to watch it.
Yeah.
There was a super chat here that I think we should address, though. The very important one.
Super chat.
Shadow C says, congratulations to Brian Keith getting signed. They announced it on Collision after his match with Eddie Kingston. Tony Schiavone in the ring. The bounty hunter Brian Keith is all elite. Look at that, man. How's it make you feel, Book?
No, man, I'm proud of him. Want to give everybody a little nugget right here. The bounty hunter. As a character that I created, sitting in my office one day, and I told Brian Keith, I wanted him to be, about a black bounty hunter. You know what I mean? He's always looking at the cash in, and but I just wanted him to be, a tough guy more than anything. And I got that from I used to love watching the Rifleman back in the day. I love watching the Rifleman. And with Chuck Connors, and Sammy Davis Jr. was on there. He was outlaw, black cowboy, only black guy in the whole world probably. But he was bad, man, and nobody could touch him. And that's what I thought about when I thought about Brian Keith, man. This guy could be the fastest gun in the West, and he had the fastest kicks in the South. So it was cool. But I give Brian Keith all the praise. I give him all the accolades. I didn't do anything but motivate him more than anything. That's all I did for Brian Keith, was motivate him to be better than he was the last time that he went out. That was it. And then he went out and hit the road to see how good he really was. And the world loves seeing Brian Keith, the bounty hunter, Brian Keith, go out there and do his thing. So I just want to say, I'm proud. Like, I'm a proud dad to see. We got a banner of Brian Keith in the arena. Hopefully, when he come back, when he see it, he'll be proud of something that he helped create. Right there, reality of wrestling that's going to be going down this Saturday night, guys. Blitz is going down this Saturday night. Jacob Fatu will be in the building, as well as Duke Hudson will be in the building. Booker T will be in the building. Oh, yes, it's going down. I'm talking about it's going to be havoc, mayhem, destruction going down this Saturday night. Blitz, be there. Hey, guys, we got to take a break. Stick around. You're in the Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a minute. Hey, what's up? This Booker T, and winter is here, and you know what that means? Trying to stay comfortable while you sleep. Well, I've got something exciting for you.
That's right, Book. We've recently discovered a game changer for a good night's sleep. It's called Miracle Made, and it has its new product, the silver-infused bed sheets inspired by NASA.
Yeah, these sheets are no ordinary sheets, guys. They've got self-cooling properties that keep you at the perfect temperature all night long, thanks to NASA-inspired technology.
And here's the kicker. They're self-cleaning too. Infused with silver, these sheets prevent up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them fresh and clean 3 times longer than regular sheets. So that means no more gross odors. Plus, they're all about comfort and quality. Miracle sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the crazy price tag of other luxury brands. Trust me, Book, they feel as nice, if not nicer, than the sheets used by some 5-star hotel.
And just in time for the holidays, guys, these miracle sheets make perfect gift for your loved one. And who doesn't want better sleep and luxurious bed sheets? And guess what, guys? You get 3 free towels with your purchase. But wait, there's more. These sheets are designed with your skin in mind. No more sleeping on bacteria that can clog your pores. You don't want that. Sleep clean with Miracle.
Yeah, so here's the deal, listeners. Go to trymiracle.com/Booker to try it today or gift it to someone special this holiday season. And guess what? You will save over 40%.
Do it! And don't forget, guys, if you use the promo code at your checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and an extra 20% off.
And if that wasn't great, here's the best part. Miracle stands behind their product with a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not 100% satisfied, you will get a full refund from Miracle Made.
Hey guys, upgrade with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/Booker and use the promo code Booker and claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40%. Trymiracle.com/Booker. Treat yourself or a loved one this holiday season to a gift of better sleep. Don't wait. Try Miracle Made today. Boom! Welcome back inside the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Big ups again, man. Brian Keith, he is officially all elite. Give it up for the Bounty Hunter guy. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Love
ma'am.
it. Yeah, I'm loving it.
You know what?
Who's next? That's the question. Who's next? Who's next? That's the question. Who's next?
From Reality of Wrestling?
Yes.
Will All Day is an option, right? Eli Knight's an option.
Yes. Promise Braxton.
Promise Braxton's a huge option. Gigi Ray's an option. Ryan Davison's an option. There's so many. The whole roster. What do you mean? All of them.
I'm just
Sign
saying,
them all.
I'm just saying. I just want to get that out there, man. Yeah.
We do have to talk about probably the biggest, people were talking about obviously the Cody and Rock and Roman thing, and some people were calling it a travesty, a miscarriage of booking. You know what I mean? You know what, though? There's one thing that did occur over the weekend in terms of wrestling that I felt was a travesty, a miscarriage of justice, honestly.
But
Do you happen to know what I'm referring to?
You happen to catch New Japan Pro Wrestling?
No. Why are you going to get heat for no reason? For no reason, you're going to get heat now. We're going to talk about Booker T hates New Japan Pro Wrestling. We like New Japan.
Look here. We got to talk about it. You want to break it up?
Okay. Well, hold on. I want to play though. There's a clip I just have to play because this was the biggest travesty of justice over the weekend.
I take it. Trick Willie. Step mode.
Now, for those who didn't hear it, let's just listen one more time.
Oh yeah. I take it. Trick Willie. Step mode.
Now, for those of you who don't know, it was Wade Barrett on NXT Vengeance Day during Trick Williams' introduction. That was pathetic.
Yeah, it was, man. But I was trying to get a show a little bit of a taste, a little bit of a feel. So I gave permission for Wade Barrett to try to do a little bit of ad lib in Trick's intro.
Did he call you?
Well, I was talking to Vic about it. I told Vic, I
Okay.
said, look, Vic, this the deal. I'm not gonna sue him. If he go ahead and give me a little flavor. Give me a little flavor tonight because Trick's gonna need it. Trick's gonna need it. And I think perhaps falling short could have been the difference of not having that feel and that vibe coming into the ring. You feel what I'm saying? And so I was trying to make sure that happened. And Wade Barrett definitely did not get the job done. Just say that, okay? He just definitely did not get the job done.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? You didn't like this?
No, it sucked. It was bad. It was really bad. It was really bad. I mean, come on.
He said Shamon.
Yeah, this
It's
is
almost like he said sham wow. It was like,
that's
sham
his
wow.
Michael Jackson thing. I don't know what it is with British guys and Michael Jackson. That's another story. But
What? What?
that's another story. But no, I gave him a pass. I gave him a pass on that.
Okay. Well, you know what? You gotta talk about. I literally don't even know what that means, but it's hilarious. What is it with Michael Jackson, a British guy?
I don't know, man. Shamon.
Shamon.
Come on. Yeah.
Shamon. We want to talk about NXT Vengeance Day, but also it looks like SmackDown is now Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah.
They're saying full-time SmackDown superstar. So what do you think about that?
I don't like it at all. I'm glad Tiffany Stratton. Congratulations, she's got to the main roster. I'm behind her 100%. But no, every time I see one leave NXT, man, it's kind of like bittersweet. I mean, just like I gave her, the moniker going to the Nebula. That's hard. No one can say that but me. No one can put that moniker on her but me. Now, and then it's just like JD McDonough, that #1 stunner. As soon as I start getting it over, as soon as he got the T-shirt, boom, he was gone. So my thing is, man, I'm trying to create. I'm trying to create here. Just give me time to finish my work.
Well, this was from DJ 1491. Book got a fight, Wade, for Butcher and Trick's intro. Got a fight.
You know what? I would be up for one last WrestleMania match.
Oh, okay.
Okay, if they could do something like that in Saudi. But
first off, Cali Toenail, by the way.
Give us some Roni, brother. Oh, yeah.
Cali Toenail says, first off, great to see BT. Vengeance wasn't the same without you. Get well soon. Wade Barrett out here trying to Milli Vanilli your spots.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
SMH.
yeah.
Then Big Breezo said, been mad as hell. Uncle Book wasn't calling it. And Marcus Craig says, your boy Mello sold Trick out, but we saw it coming.
Yeah, man. I don't know if I had anything to do with that. I feel a little guilty about it because everybody know I was on the Carmelo hype train when I first came into NXT. He's a kid that could do no wrong. But then I started seeing flaws. And then I started seeing little cracks in his game, and I would talk to him about it. And it seems like it would go in one ear and out the other. And I'm like, man, all right, whatever. I don't know if the kid was going through something or what. But Trick, on the other hand, he was a kid that wanted to send on the learning train. I'm gonna tell you right now, after watching Trick Williams at Vengeance Day, what a outing. What an outing. Pulling double duty, going out there doing the tag. And the thing is, I could see it in the tag match with Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin that, he was a little off. You could tell he was thinking a little too much just because perhaps what was to come later on. But I tell you, when he went out there with Ilya Dragunov, that's a match right there that, any of these guys could go back and look at it and say, man, that was a classic. That was a classic right there. Those guys, they rocked it. Big ups to my man, Trick Williams, man. I wish I was there, man. I wish I was there so much.
Mike Woodson says, I hollered, damn, like Ron Simmons pertaining to what Drew said to Punk last Monday. Yeah, that's when Drew said, I prayed for this to happen to you. And what Melo did to Trick, a damn shame, man.
Yeah, it was.
Damn shame.
It was, but both of those guys got star power. Both of those guys, like Cream, they're gonna rise straight to the top. Even Melo in the the moment of turning his back on his boy, Trick Williams, he showed me something. He showed me something I've been looking for a long time.
Talk about it.
No, I'm serious, man. That's that mean streak. And that's just going out there and just beating the hell out of somebody. And not thinking about the fans or any of that. Having that different switch, that different gear you can kick into. That I've been looking for that in Carmelo Hayes for a long time. And so I must say, even him doing what he did, turning his back on his boy, he showed me a whole lot.
Yeah, man. Okay. Well, we'll see.
I need.
We're trying to get through some of these super chats. This is from E Blake 221, who says winning the Royal Rumble means you main event WrestleMania. In your opinion, is the main event of WrestleMania the last match, or can it be a main event without going on last? I think that's a situational thing, don't you think?
I think the main event got to be the last match.
Okay, let me ask you. WrestleMania 18. The last match was Triple H versus Chris Jericho for the title, right? But the match that everybody talks about from that show is The Rock versus Hogan. They were even on the poster. Do you feel like sometimes, even if it's slotted for the main event, a match can overshadow it that one?
That match right there is like a special attraction match.
Right.
Even though it's the main event, it's like a special attraction match.
I see what you're saying.
So, you got to look at that a little bit different.
So you're saying the main event should always be the last match of the night. No, that could be night one of WrestleMania and night two. Like the last thing is the main event.
I just think the main event goes last. Yeah, I mean, that's just me. I mean, a lot of other people may look at it a different way, but I think the main event should be the last match of the night, because the main event is the match that people came to see, and you don't want the fans to leave early.
Cisco. Oh, sorry. I mean, you're right. You're right. I mean, and the thing is, you want that main draw that people are waiting for the whole time. I mean, it's just kind of why it's called the main event. Whether it be, I go back to WrestleMania 38, everyone was waiting around to see Kevin Owens and Stone Cold, and then later on in the evening, the next day was Roman and Brock. I mean, that's just what it is. Cisco De Leon is essentially asking about Roman and Rock. Should they be at Elimination Chamber and then Cody face the winner, which would be Roman and Rock at Elimination Chamber. And then the winner of that faces Cody at Mania.
I don't know. Like I said, I can't book the match. I just know they need to get it done so we can get past everybody talking about, what this match is going to be going into WrestleMania. I think we have to have a definitive answer on what's going to be happening. Because people love the build up as far as this match is going to be happening. I got to get my ticket. I want to make sure I got to get a good seat and whatnot. You know what I mean? So if it's going to be Rock Roman, which right now that's what it is, right?
I mean, that's what we think. I mean, nothing's been confirmed, right?
Okay. Well, if nothing's been confirmed, I don't know what we're talking about.
I mean, yeah, anything can happen still.
No, I'm serious. I mean, I know we had to stare off, but especially after this blow up.
But then Cody says, "I'm not going to face you at WrestleMania," and then
Cody said that, but Cody people could change their mind in a heartbeat.
It's true.
Cody can come back and say, "Look, man, I thought about it. It ain't happening. I want my spot back. We got to take a break, man. I'm losing track of time. Stick around, guys. You're in the Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a minute. Can you dig it, sucker? All right, everyone, it's Booker T and Brad Gilmore here, and we've got something exciting for all you sports, comedy, music, and theater fans out there. We're talking about Game Time, the fastest, easiest way to get your hands on tickets to your favorite events.
That's right, Book. We love all those spontaneous, unforgettable moments, and Game Time is here to make them happen. Whether it's a last-minute decision to see a game or a sudden urge to catch a live show, Game Time has got you covered, giving fans access to tickets even at the last minute in over 60 cities across the United States and Canada.
And guys, this ain't about getting in. This is about getting the best seats in the house. With Game Time, you can see images of your seat before you buy it. So no surprises there, guys. You can score tickets swiftly. Skip the line, guys. Just dive straight into the moment.
Absolutely. And listen to this. Game Time guarantees the best prices. Find tickets in the same section in row for less elsewhere. Game Time will give you a credit of 110% of the difference. So there's no reason to wait, bro.
So whether it's the thrill of the game, the laughter of the comedy, the rhythm of the music, or the drama of the theater, guys, don't let the opportunity skip by. Choose Game Time. Grab your tickets and just enjoy the moment.
Live should be spontaneous, book. So guys, don't miss out. Check out Game Time now on their app or at gametime.co. That's gametime.co.
Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Just download the Game Time app, create an account, and use the code BOOKER for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Lowest price. Guarantee. Oh, yes. Welcome back inside the Hall of Fame, man. Got so many super chatters. We hadn't gotten a chance to talk about nothing, you know.
Nothing.
Go ahead. Let's keep it rolling, man.
Hey, look, but we're all about the people. Red Carpet Ring says, Booker T, we missed you at NXT Vengeance Day on commentary when Mello turned on Trick Williams and Trick's entrance with Booker T ad-libs. Come on.
You know what, man? I would have felt so bad being in the arena, sitting at home watching it. I'm like, man, you know, I can feel it. You know what I mean? You can sense it. You can sense the jealousy a little bit coming from my man Carmelo, just because Trick rise has been meteoric, man. It's been quick, and the fans get that kid so much love when he come out the curtain. That gotta make you feel a certain something, especially after you've been putting in work, and you haven't gotten that. Oh man, come on.
Come on, man. What are we talking about? I feel it.
It's real.
And then Daniel Flores kind of backing that up of what do you think of the main event of NXT? You know, you talked about it a minute ago, but you reiterate kind of your feelings about Trick Willie.
I'm going to tell you, Ilya Dragunov, he go out there and he brings the best out of everybody that he gets in the ring with. I give that kid there so much credit as well. He's truly next level. He's a next level competitor. His wrestling is top notch, second to none. But then his art, you know, the way he looks at it as an art form as well. Even, you know, from the promo side, just the way he dresses, the way he talks, he gives you the full range of what a showman truly really is. And then he goes in the ring and backs it up, at the highest level. So, no, man, I love that match. Trick Williams, he showed me a whole lot, man. And what he showed me more than anything, stuff that I can't really even talk about here on the air, but his timing and his presence, you know, his spacing. Oh man, his it's the art of doing nothing and making you feel like he was doing a lot. Oh God, man, he had all of that going on Sunday night, man. So big ups to my man Trick Williams for stepping up and understanding the levels of performances that you have to be able to reach. And I text him, before that match, you know what I mean? Go out and perform, just go out and perform at the highest level. I ain't gonna give you all the rest of it, but I definitely was looking forward to seeing that kid go out there and shine. Even in his loss, stock went way up.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, man. Trick Williams looked like a star. I'm trying to get through these here now a little bit quicker. A Hyper King Sonic Johnson says, "Hi, Booker T. How was NXT Vengeance Day?" Well, we were just talking about it. You weren't there, but you watched it from home.
Yeah, I watched it. I got Peacock. I got somebody's code.
Somebody's. It might be mine. JT says, thoughts on Lola's failed cash-in and Mello turning on Trick. We've talked about Mello turning on Trick. What about Lola? Roxanne, they've been going at it on social media all day too, and they had a brawl at NXT Vengeance Day.
Hey man, Lola, she's got the spice. You know, she's got the sauce, she's got the salsa, she's got the Latina eat. She's got all of that. She got all of that. What, man? She's got all of that, man.
Facts.
With that Cholula green to add on top of it, man. But bad choice. Just bad choice. Bad choice. But I got to give my girl Roxanne Perez big ups as well as Valkyria. Valkyria, she came along December of last year, and I watched her grow the whole year that I was there. We came on the same time. And I was like, man, who's this girl with the feathers? You know, the feathers, you know, the eagle feathers, you know. But she has risen to the occasion to like she looked like a world beat. She looked like a superstar inside the square circle. So I definitely want to give Lyra and Roxanne big props for going out there and performing at the highest level.
Let's see. This comes from Beyond the Script. Podcast says WWE could do Seth versus Gunther and write Seth off TV. Talking about potentially for a main event, WrestleMania.
Well, we are, anticipating Seth Rollins, going and have, something done after. We know he's banged up, but for him to still be out there, battling through it is, testament to who he really is. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be Gunther. Are the people ready for that? Maybe that's a question we need to put out there. Maybe that's something, a poll we need to put out there. Are the people ready for Gunther to be the world heavyweight champion?
That's something we got to think about. Isaac P123. You alluded to this earlier, Book, but it says, Booker, are we all just getting worked? Was this all on purpose? Cody is more of a babyface now than ever.
I don't think we're getting worked or anything like that. I don't think it's on purpose. I just think it's the circumstances. I think circumstances happen in wrestling. It's always like the little small print. Card is subject to change. I think, that stuff is real. As real as it possibly can be, especially in professional wrestling. And I say that because we do a show every month. We're expecting something to happen and, guy, can't make it, whatever. We got to switch gears and we got to, start scrambling and, but at the end of the day, we sit down and we try to figure it out. You know what I mean? So I don't think anybody's getting worked or anything like that. I just think it's a circumstance that we found ourselves, a conundrum is what it is.
A conundrum is what it is. Cisco De Leon says, to add, Bayley and Io is the only confirmed match. Roman Rock isn't. A few wrestlers and Hall of Famers have been tweeting pro Cody. Does this look like a work to you? You just said no. You don't think it's a work? We'll see. I really want to see what's going to happen at this press conference. I think that's going to answer a lot of questions for us.
Io Sky and Bayley, that's going to be a good one.
Hell yeah, it's going to be great.
Bayley's back, man, and I'm loving it. I love that angle, too. I love the angle, where they kicked her out of her own group that she created. It's really, really cool. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Let's see. Our next one here is, this is a new channel member.
You don't mess with my little privates, man.
Karen Harris. What's up, Karen? We appreciate it. The Dork Knight says, Brad got it. I was referring to the politicking. That was the Hogan comment earlier. Troy Gordley says, I personally feel that this is the only time The Rock can give them this match. His movie schedule is busy next year.
I mean, that's what I've been saying. The Rock is going to have a short window that he's going to be able to do a match like this. And as well as the sand in the hourglass is running out on the body being able to go out there and really produce a really, really good match. I was watching something, Pat Miletich versus our boy Mike Jackson. Did you see that?
I didn't.
And Pat Miletich, 57 years old, versus Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson, 38?
30s.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah. And Pat Miletich used to train Mike Jackson. And I was watching on YouTube, and they got into a big beef. And they got into the octagon together for a real fight. And at 57 years old, Pat Miletich came out round 1, round 2. He looked good. Round 3, round 4, the old gas tank, just gassed. And, that's what I'm saying. The Rock has a short window, no matter how he looks on the outside. The body get to a certain age, it doesn't want to run around and do that kind of stuff. It's not like movies where you can say, cut, redo that. Wait a minute, get the stunt man in here.
Let's take it again. from the top.
Exactly. You know what I mean? No. Like I say, get the stuntman in. Rock, go to the trail. We got this. You know, it's not like that. No, he's gonna have to get out there and work. So the time is running out. As far as being able to go out there and produce a good match where the fans could really feel like they got 100% of Rock versus Roman. That's just my opinion on that.
This comes from Hoodie Jube. Says, ask Booker how much of a super chat he needs to get him to do a spinneroonie on the live stream. Now, can you dig that, son? How much would you need to do it on the live stream?
I don't know. Get a meal.
$1 million?
Yeah. If I'm gonna put that number on and put it high, somebody out there might be listening. You know, they want to pay the $1 million.
Like if somebody put in like $1,000 super chat, that wouldn't get you to do it.
$1 million.
Okay, $1 million. Hey, y'all heard the man. It is what it is.
$1 million. I'd do the spinneroonie. It's just like when I almost did that trip to Africa that time, you know, and I was like, man, I was scared to go because I was like, man, they might kidnap my ass and have me doing that damn spinneroonie all freaking loop. Do it again. Do the spinneroonie. I need to see it. I'm like, man, let me stay my ass right at home because anything can happen. Yeah. Big Chef Benjamin went on that trip for me and he got kidnapped. They thought he was me. He might have been doing the spinneroonie. You know?
Oh my goodness.
I'm serious, man.
Let's try to get this one here real quick. Vanish Prasad says Mania didn't need Rock, would be sold out with or without Rock. What WWE needs to do is do Rock versus Roman at Elimination Chamber to sell that.
I like it. I like the idea. That's a great idea. And I agree with you on the first half of that, as well as I think WrestleMania is going to sell. We got to take a break. We got one more segment. Stick around. You're in the Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a minute. The Hall of Fame podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. What's up, everybody? It's your man, Booker T, along with my main man, Brad Gilmore, and we're back with another episode. And today, we want to talk to you about something that's incredibly important, especially during this time of the year.
That's right, Booker. You know, as we head into the end of the year, it's the time for reflection, joy, and sometimes for a lot of us, a lot of stress. The holidays can be overwhelming for many, and it's okay to admit that.
Look, this time of the year can be a lot to handle, and it's natural to feel some sadness or anxiety, but we've got something positive to share with you today.
That's right, Book. It's therapy. It's a bright spot amid all the stress and change. Something you can look forward to. Something that can make you feel grounded. Something that equips you with the tools to manage everything that life throws at you.
And when it comes to therapy, we've got the solution for you, BetterHelp. It's convenient, flexible, and entirely online. You can match up with a licensed therapist who fits your schedule, and you can even switch therapists at any time at no extra cost.
The best part is it's so easy to get started. You just fill out a brief questionnaire just like I did. I went through the process myself. It helped match me with a licensed therapist who will help me and can help you on your journey to personal growth and well-being.
And here's the kicker, folks. You can get started today and receive 10% off your first month by visiting BetterHelp.com/Booker T. That's right, BetterHelp. That's HELP.com/Booker T.
You deserve to find your bright spot this season, and BetterHelp is here to help you do just that. Don't wait. Take that positive step towards a brighter future. Hall of Fame podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. BetterHelp, professional, affordable, and convenient online counseling.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back inside the Hall of Fame. Yeah, man, we got any more super chats, man.
Oh, yeah. What do you think? Let's just keep it going. We're gonna power through these. This is our last segment. We gotta power through. This comes from JG Peak 26. I think the real discussion is who will be in the hoodie pulling the ref out of the ring at WrestleMania. It's getting old talking about who's gonna save the match for Roman Reigns. I'm telling you, I know you don't like booking the show, but like imagine, say it's Roman Rock, whatever, referee gets knocked down, visual win for the Rock, Jimmy Uso and Solo come in, do the business on the Rock. Ref comes back up. Roman big spear, 1, 2, 3. We think that's the end of it. Rock rolls out to the side, says it's not going to end that way. and he was selling his ribs because he can't go on. And he goes, but there's a man who can do it, who can finish, the night and finish his story, and then calls Cody out, and boom, Cody Rhodes is champion. I'm just telling you, it could happen.
Hey, bro, it could happen. I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna, speculate or anything like that because I do work there, and I don't want it to be right. If I do speculate and it's right, and people go, Booker T said, I mean,
Booker spoiled it. Booker spoiled it for
exactly.
everybody.
That's what happened. Booker T spoiled it, not so. I definitely don't want to get that. So
I think we have.
I'll let the pundits out there talk about that kind of stuff.
I think we have 14 chats, so let me try to get through these. The Dork Knight says almost 1,700 viewers. We had more than that a second ago, but only 330 likes. Smash the subscribe button. Book, do it. Book would do it for you. We appreciate you, Dork Knight. Right. Brother Malachi says, King Booker, have you ever heard of the Dog Pound Wrestling School in San Antonio? Your thoughts on it if you have. Not built for Lothario style, high fly style wrestling. Not exactly a tiny man. Is Dog Pound, does that have anything to do with Jose Lothario, or is that what he's referring to?
I've never heard of Dog Pound Wrestling before. Jose Lothario, I'm sure it's not his style of wrestling as far as today's wrestling, but no, I haven't heard of Dog Pound Wrestling, but give us a shout here at Reality Wrestling. Maybe we can collaborate somehow.
Would love it. Matthew Noser says, by CM Punk getting injured, hurt Cody Rhodes' WrestleMania spot. Seth Rollins was supposed to take on Punk at WrestleMania, so WWE panicked and made the move because they believe Cody is big enough draw. That's kind of what we were talking about earlier a little bit. Like, definitely the injuries had something to do with this.
Well, CM Punk, bro, he's going to have to get back, and he's going to have to get back quick. We ain't got time to be waiting around and messing around playing games. You know what I mean, right? This is the big time, son. This is a big time where you're getting paid big money to get in the game. We don't need no Aaron Rodgers, guy coming in, getting paid to sit on the sideline. No. We need Punk in the game. Okay, I'm saying that. I'm saying it loud. I'm saying it. Because I know people say, why Booker he's giving CM Punk a pass. I'm not giving him a pass now. I need CM Punk off the shelf and back in the game as quick as he possibly can get in.
Hey, man, I'm with you. Large and Long says, your name is Booker. Book the damn match. And says, we want Rocky or R-Truth, not Cody. Okay, well.
See, that's what I'm saying. Everybody got their
Everybody's got something different. Everybody's got something different.
Yeah.
Karen Harris just dropped 5 on us. We appreciate you, Karen. Kelly Toenail. Contracts aren't signed. Cody could say, nah, Roman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Until we get something definitive, guys, until we get, a card laid out where we know what's what, I think it's just a lot of talk. I know the stare down got a lot of people talking. That right there, boom, sparked a flame. But right now, it just did again. It sparked a lot of smoke. You know what I mean? We don't really have no flame yet.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens as the week progresses. Joe Cronin Show says, best commentary team on the Indies is Reality of Wrestling. Well, I appreciate that. Good job, guys.
Appreciate you, Joe.
Appreciate that, man. That's great.
Thank you.
Alex Hakopian. Hakopian. Hey, fam, very off-topic question, but what are your favorite moments as a member of the Main Event Mafia? Much love.
Real quick, probably doing Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo with Scott Steiner. Go look it up.
It's the best, man. Stuff like that is what makes wrestling so much fun. Shoot from the right says, all this talk about Elimination Chamber, no way part-time Roman is working back-to-back premium live events. Look, I know people hate on his. Oh, go ahead. You're about to say something.
No. The thing is, I was going to say he could be right about that, but I don't think there's anything preventing Roman Reigns from working, back to back. I think could he pull it off and get it done? I think so. Situation's got to be right for him because I like the idea of him not being just like everybody else on the roster. Just got to go out and work. I like that too.
Well, I mean, look. He said something at last year's WrestleMania because people were talking about. He said something, I think, directed to Seth Rollins, where they were saying, I think maybe Seth talked about, like, I'm the guy who's here all the time or something to that. And Roman was talking to Ariel Helwani and said, Seth would take my schedule if he could get it. Right. And I'm not talking about that beef in particular, if that even was a beef, but I'm saying, like, if they came to you back in the day, Book, and said, hey, Book, I know we have 12 pay-per-views a year. we only want you to work maybe 5 or 6 of them. Okay. And I know we got 52 TVs a year. Maybe do 30. Do a couple of house shows. We're going to pay you the same, though.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're going to be the champion. Anybody would take that.
That's a smart deal to take. And if you don't take that deal, you're not thinking properly, as far as I'm concerned.
No. This is from Brother Malachi. P.S. Advice/thoughts on using a shovel in the ring.
You know, a shovel is not something that should be in the ring. It's like, what show was us? I can't remember what it was. I was watching, but they had a door up under the ring. Put it in the ring. I'm like, why would a door be up under the ring? It's stuff like that.
A door?
Yeah. They used it like it was a table or some stuff like that, you know, just to break it, you know, and that's what I was talking about. You know what I mean? People, I don't want people to think I'm hating on, I hate New Japan Pro Wrestling, like you said earlier. But I watched New Japan Pro Wrestling, and every match was a train wreck. Every match these guys went out and did every finisher that's known to the business. And all he did was kick out. One guy took a power driver and he fed up and took a double spear and he kicked out at 2. And I was like, you know, I was like, that's for me, you know, when I see stuff like that, that's the part in wrestling I think young guys need to pull back on a little bit, just because you know, you're making it to it's not wrestling anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I remember in like the height of the hardcore phase in wrestling, there was times where there was cooking sheets under the ring. There was, I mean, I remember the finish. This is a finish to a WrestleMania match. If people don't remember, it was at WrestleMania 2000. The finish was Hardcore Holly hitting Crash Holly with a candy jar and candy flying all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, you got your entertainment segments, but my thing is certain things, you know, just shouldn't be done in wrestling. Yeah.
So you're saying a door under the ring, not a good idea?
Well, it's just not. It's not in the right place.
Why would it be there?
Why would it be there? Yeah.
Still, though, I mean, like, I like when they used to crash through the door, or they did it on NXT not too long ago. You remember when who crashed through the office and Sean was sitting there just like writing notes?
I remember that. Yeah, I can't remember who it was.
I can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
I think it was Braun and somebody.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that.
Hey, man, let's keep it rolling. You said we
Sorry. We have two more.
Okay.
Junior N says, can't wait to see Roman Reigns beat Rock or Cody again at WrestleMania, and on his way to finishing his story of passing Hogan for 3 all-time.
That's the thing right there, too. People ready to see Cody and Roman. And what if Roman win again? What are people going to do then? Everybody's going to be in an uproar all over again.
Man, that would be crazy.
So that's why I say I'm not going to sit here and try to book the show or anything like that, because anything could happen.
That would be crazy. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
And our last super chat of the day comes from Preston Davis, who says, how about a Happy Meal?
Get you some of that Hello Fresh, man. You know,
Hello Fresh is bomb, man. I'm about to make a shepherd's pie tonight.
Oh, we had shepherd's pie yesterday, man. It was
good.
Chain, dog. That cheeseburger, man. Better get you that cheeseburger with the mushrooms on it.
Oh, we had that too. We must have had the same box.
With that sauce, that secret sauce on it, man. Yeah, man. Most
Dijon. Flock of Morons is our last one of the day, $20. If Rock versus Roman happens, Rock can't win the title. That win needs to go to someone who can benefit from the rub of dethroning Roman. Rock doesn't need that push. It'll be another Brock ending Undertaker streak situation. I think the Brock thing actually ended up working out long-term for him and Taker, but I understand the point.
No,
totally
I understand the point 100%. You put yourself in a corner. I mean, Rock winning the championship. Like I said, it's a hard story to really play out fully this quickly. It's something that's going to have to play out over a period of time, even though it's been teased for over a year now. That's just been teased. There's been no real meat and potatoes behind it, you know. So I think it's it would definitely be hard. I agree with that chat there 100%. And it's time for us to get out of here.
We gotta go.
I gotta get some rest, man. friends. Gotta go lay down, chill for a while. But, you've been inside the Hall of Fame, guys. Get your champagne wishes, caviar dreams. We love you guys. We really do. All you super chatters, you guys make this thing happen, Brad. All the heavy lifting, as always. But like I always say, peace, we love you. Ouch. I always talk about preparation is the only luck you're ever going to have. I think that's what I'm talking about.
The Ed Milet Show showcases the greatest peak performers sharing their journey, knowledge, and thought leadership.
This is one of the all-time best pieces of advice ever given on the show.
Actor Rainn Wilson.
The number one thing that psychologists point to with young people of why they are struggling so much in this mental health epidemic is they don't have resilience. So how do you build resilience if you don't understand suffering itself?
The Ed Milet Show is available on YouTube or wherever you listen.
Hi there. Sorry for the interruption, but are you enjoying this show on Google Podcasts? You should know that the Google Podcasts app is going away this spring. That's right, going away, gone as in no longer available. You can still enjoy this show elsewhere though. Try out Spotify or Amazon Music, or maybe TuneIn is more your style. Whatever app you switch to, be sure to follow so you never miss the next episode. And thanks for listening, wherever you listen.